Welcome back to my channel, YouTube. Listen, we're gonna jump right in. Today, we're gonna learn about Béchamel. What is Béchamel? Think cheese sauce. You could also think white sauce. In the restaurant business, we call Béchamel Béchamel. A lot of people get Béchamel confused with white sauce, but white sauce is more along the lines of what a velouté is from our last episode. Without further ado, we're gonna jump right into this episode. And as always, I'm gonna give you some pro tips along the way and also speak to you about some derivatives that are derived from this sauce. Let's go. Let's get right into it. You can use any fat you want. Today, I'm using oil because it's what I have, but usually I would use whole butter or clarified butter. We are just going to sweat the onions. We're not gonna caramelize them. So, hot pan, drop them in. So a little bit of salt on the onions. You can add garlic now. You can add, thyme. You can add anything you want. I'm gonna just show you the basic version. And then from there, you can do whatever you want. So now that our onions have sauteed a little bit, we're gonna add some white roux. If you do not have white roux, all you have to do is add equal parts butter and flour, about 40 to 60%. I made this in advance, so I don't have to. If you wanna know how to make white roux, just refer back to my last couple videos. So as you can see, this starts to melt down nice. From there, we're gonna have whole milk. We are gonna slowly start adding. Turn down our heat. We don't wanna scorch anything. And this is the point where I switch to a whisk. Try to keep the sauce as white as possible and don't add too much milk at once. All right, so you can see this starts to thicken up. I'm gonna start adding a little bit of milk at a time. This is literally ice cold from the fridge. I'm gonna go ahead and season one more time. Nice layers. Our sauce is getting nice and thick. I'm gonna add just a touch more milk. Scrape down the sides. Anytime you're making a sauce, soup, stock, always scrape down the sides. You don't want any of those clumps or anything to turn bitter on the sides. Is it absolutely necessary when you're at the house? No, I don't think so, but it's a really good practice if you're a young cook or a young chef coming up in the world. This is the way I was taught. I don't do it all the time, but it's ingrained into me. All right, so from here, you can adjust the seasoning. As a chef, I was taught nutmeg and white pepper always in Béchamel. I have to be completely honest. I never put nutmeg in my Béchamel. For this video, we're gonna do it. I'm just gonna put a touch. Pre-grated it before the video. Ever since I've made Béchamel years and years in a restaurant, I always remove the nutmeg because I feel like everybody always adds too much. If you have too much nutmeg in something, it's kind of repulsive. From here, you can either add or subtract. If it is too thick, you add more milk. You can also add a combination of cream, chicken stock, whatever you want, whatever liquid you want. Béchamel is primarily milk-based, but trust me, I've been in a position where I've wanted a more savory Béchamel, so I've added chicken stock or a white veal stock. I've used just cream for Béchamel. The pro tips and what's really important is manage the heat. Make sure you are not burning the bottom of the Béchamel. I can't tell you enough. Look how easy this will burn on the bottom. You know it will be at its full thickness when it comes to a boil. At this point, I make the decision. Do I want to add a little bit more white roux? Do I want to add more milk? I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more milk. And from here, I let this simmer for about, 10, 12 minutes. And then what we're gonna do is we are gonna make sure the onions are cooked all the way through and the sauce tastes flavorful. Keep in mind, this is a basic Béchamel. If you wanna turn this into a Mornay, if you wanna turn this into a mac and cheese sauce, keep in mind when you're adding your salt. You can make a cheese sauce too salty. So with that being said, let's give it a little taste. Oh yeah, this tastes great. All right, so I'm gonna let this cook for a little bit and then I'm gonna take it off the heat. All right, so my sauce is finished cooking and now we're gonna remove from the heat and strain. All right, here we go. I'm rolling the dice here. I'm gonna use a small chinois and I'm gonna go ahead and strain this Béchamel. As you're making the Béchamel, you can add thyme, you can add bay leaf, you can add peppercorns, you can add whatever you want. My only recommendation is take in consideration the final plate, right? The final recipe. Good example, if I'm making a macaroni and cheese sauce, I'm not gonna waste time putting all those aromatics in there when I know that the flavor is gonna be drowned by cheese. If I am making something else that requires a little bit more finesse, good example would be like a Mornay sauce for a sandwich or something, right? Mornay sauce is basically Béchamel with the addition of Gruyere cheese and Parmesan. What I'm saying is I would add a little bit more aromatics. So here we go. This is the finished Béchamel. What are we looking for with Béchamel? Are we really looking for nappe? Nah, not really. You're looking for something a little bit thicker, right? If you're gonna add cheese to this, remember that will change the texture. With the Béchamel, the end product should not be scorched. It should not taste bitter. It should not taste too sweet. It should taste savory and creamy. And just remember, the world is your oyster. But once you learn this technique of Béchamel, you can pretty much take it anywhere from there. Just gonna show you the consistency here. Obviously, I would never plate bechamel on a plate. I mean, it sets in less than a couple seconds. I think this is a great consistency. It's nice and creamy. It's not too thick. It's not too thin. I would be happy with this if I was a chef at a restaurant. It doesn't taste burnt, doesn't taste bitter. The salt is there. This is absolutely great. That's gonna wrap it up for this episode. Make sure you have your post notifications on. And also, if you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. Let's go.